Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here. Time for a big one, the Battle of Stones River. And I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I feel like I'm in a really good position. Got a strong army. I've got 90,461 soldiers, 216 guns, going up against just about 70,000 soldiers and 165 guns. But I am on the defensive. I've got all of the advantages in my favor. All I really need to do is hold on, inflict a lot of casualties, and basically this battle should take care of itself. I'm looking not just to win. I want to inflict 2-to-1 casualties in this battle, and I feel that's very doable. I really just need to manage the defense, make sure that my units are well supplied, and I should be in pretty good shape to do that. So I'm going to give up this ground right here, right off the bat, and that's going to actually trigger the next phase of the battle, which is totally what I want to do. I'm going to pull my line back to right here, and this is where I'm going to kind of form a little right angle, and we'll see how that goes. But I feel like that's a strategy that is workable. Should be pretty easy to do. I'm going to move everything over here as much as I can. Alright, so that's what we're going to do, because he's going to outnumber me early, but eventually I'm going to have about a 20,000 man advantage. But as you can see right now, he's got me by about 10. So I want to go ahead and just actually draw a defensive line right here. And then if he doesn't hit me all the way on the extreme right of my line, I can swing those guys back around and hit them on the flank when the time comes. So let's go ahead and dive into this thing. I've got mostly Napoleons. I'm going to turn off my supply for now, just until I'm already getting my reserves. Alright, that's awesome. So, my reserves, I've got 4 units of cavalry here. I'm going to bring these guys in, just let them be a reserve unit for the defense. So McClellan's over there, so I'm going to bring Grant over to this side. Bring these guys back just a hair. So Grant will watch the right, while McClellan watching my, which eventually will be my center, but is my left right now. And this first phase of the battle is going to be over fast, because I think once that's no longer contested, that'll be it. Alright, let's see here. Let's get this straightened out a little bit. Now these guys, this is going to be my kind of shock force to isolate and destroy units when the opportunity presents itself. Hit them. I'm going to go ahead and bring the cavalry out over here for now, because they're going to basically be harassing his rear as much as possible. But we'll trigger phase 2 here in a minute, and that'll open up more of the battlefield. Of course, this is one of those battles that no matter how well you do early, it's going to keep on going. So eventually it's going to get to the place where I'm going to be holding the Nashville Pike. And my goal is that I've inflicted so many casualties by the time we get to that point that it's just really futile on his part to even attempt to attack, but he will anyway. We gotta get these skirmishers out of here, because they're gonna kind of wreak havoc on my artillery. I don't think I'm gonna need to go that far, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and bring Pew back this way, have him help out. Alright, here comes his infantry, but there we go. No, we must not withdraw. We're gonna be just fine. I'm going to have this little gap in my line, but I should eventually get some reinforcements that I can plug that gap with. Of course, I don't really expect him to attack me up here, but I just need to keep an eye on the mini-map just in case he decides to do that. Alright, here he comes. Alright, hit him with the grape shot. Come on, guys. That's why you're up front. Or just get routed. Alright, let's pull him back. So we're going to draw his cavalry off. Here comes the next batch of reinforcements. And I'm going to plug them in right over here, I think. Right on this slope. He's going to throw everything he's got right at my center here. Center of my right side. Now that is a 2-star cavalry unit, so he's going to kind of light me up until I get more than one unit in there on him. I'm going to let this fight go for a little while before I swing my flank around. Alright, pull back, pull back. I don't want him sucking me into these brigades of infantry. And bring Wraith around, see if we can't hit this brigade. Alright, there's a route. Nothing happening over on my left so far. Alright, so far we've got only about 600 casualties on my side. He's lost almost 2,000 already. And that's a trend I want to see continue. I'd really like to be able to deal with this artillery, but he's just too strong here right now. I can't really get around him yet. Alright, he's coming at me up here on the left. I'm in pretty good shape here. Got my 20-pounders there, John Brown's Barkers. Right now, I'm going to let him fire on the infantry. There's not really, I mean, I could fire on this artillery over here, but they're in the woods, and I feel like that would kind of diminish the ability to really make a big difference. All right, let's bring Wraith back, because he's trying to get some units shifted over here. Okay, I'm going to bring these guys around. He's starting to shift units over that way. But I want to cover this, and then I want to go ahead and start seeing what I can do with the cavalry over here. I think he's got more infantry down here, so that's what I'm worried about. Alright, there's two batteries of artillery, and I'm not seeing the infantry anymore. So let's go ahead and go in. I'm actually going to send this brigade of infantry down here just to help cover against the possibility of an infantry attack. These guys are going to hit me with at least one volley. It's going to be ugly. Nope, they're trying to get away. Excellent. Perfect. You guys are toast. It's not even going to take very long. Alright, let's keep one eye out on what's happening here. I think I'm in good shape there. Like I said, this is a battle that I feel pretty good about. That it should be a pretty significant victory for me. I expect the casualties to be at least 2-to-1. If they're better than that, that's bonus. But I'm definitely looking for at least 2-to-1 casualties in this fight. Both of those batteries are gone. Okay. In great shape all the way along the line. Everywhere he's engaging me, I've got the advantage in numbers. He's already down 4,000 men. I'm down 2,000. And honestly, the early part of this fight is the only time where he can hope for even odds in terms of the casualties. It's only gonna get worse as the battle goes along. Especially once we get into the fight around Nashville Pike, it's going to be very one-sided with the casualties. Alright, Kitchings. Oh, no, don't run. Just kind of stand there is what I want you to do. Alright. So Elder is one of those units that's fairly new. He's using Springfield 1842s, and he looks like he's actually about to get driven back. His casualties have been kind of one-sided and not in his favor. He really hasn't even touched the center of my line. Most of the action's happening down here. Take a look at how some of these guys are doing. O'Hare, 1,000 kills, 340 deaths. So here's another one of these new units that hasn't done real well. I'm actually going to drop them back and bring up fresh troops. I want to really inflict a lot of casualties before I go diving in with my cavalry again. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and speed things up a little bit here, at least for now, just because we're in a pretty good place as far as the early phases of this battle. A lot of my units aren't even engaging yet. That makes me very happy. Alright, I see the potential for hitting him here, but there's still too much infantry in this area. I could try to go back really far behind his line. I don't want to risk my cavalry too much. I want to keep them intact and start to get them leveled up. I want to get a nice solid division of 2-star cavalry troops that I'll be able to use in future battles. Alright, now I am going to need some supply here. And the nice thing is, in between days on this battle, I'll be able to replenish my supplies. I left enough money to be able to do that. Alright, an hour and 23 to go on this part of the battle. I've got about a 20,000 man advantage now. It started out at 16. I don't see anything back here. I just gotta watch that artillery. Nice and solid all the way along the line. Trigg's kind of having a rough time here. I'm gonna back him up some. Make these guys come to me if they want to fight. They can come up and they can march in and they'll get fire from Curtin and Trig. But this really is where his main assault is right now. Whoa, what's happening here? Oh. Go that way. One of my brigadier generals was killed. Alright, so my cavalry's back here. I don't see much of anything of his back here. So we're going to go ahead and keep riding around his lines. Oh man, my rightmost unit just broke. Alright, I may be running into more than I bargained for back here, but we'll jump in and then we'll get out real quick. I gotta get Peckham out before he gets sucked too far over towards the enemy lines. Same with these guys. Alright, we'll go ahead and pull him out. I'm gonna go ahead and just dive into these woods so we're out of his sight. One of my cavalry brigade commanders was just killed. Hey, good. He's got 1842s. He's one of my rookie units. Let's get these guys out of here. Alright, my cavalry's all intact. All of them have done really well if you look at the kills to deaths. Been very efficient for me. You can see my whole center is basically untouched at this point. Those will be the units I'll throw on the front lines when it comes time to defend the Nashville Pike. He's using up a ton of supply firing with his artillery over here with very little to show for it. Move up a little bit here. Okay, he's down to 37,000, almost 38,000 men. Casualties are running about 2 to 1, which means they're going to be even better than 2 to 1 by the time it's over if I'm doing that well now. Down and make sure everybody's well supplied over here. I'm not going to push this right now because in the last phase of this battle he's going to have to attack me on a fortified position, so there's no point in me trying to go after him right now. Man, hey, good. You're just kind of worthless, aren't you? Alright. Not much happening up here. I'm going to back Trig out. I'm going to bring Bayard up here. He's a 2-star unit. We'll just bring him right over this way. And And we'll go ahead and speed this up these last 30 minutes here. Let's see if we can do any better hitting the flanks. Hey, good. Oh, come on, Ferguson. Don't get pulled out like that. Alright, things going pretty smoothly in phase 1 of the battle. I've lost 7,000 men. He's lost about 14,000. It's right where I want to be. These guys got turned around and get hit on their flank. I should have managed that a little better. That's right, we're about to end this phase of the battle. And we've thrown back everything he's had on that side. I have lost several generals, though. That's not good. Alright, we're on to defend the Nashville Pike. This is the first time defending it. Then we're going to go to another day of battle, and all of my units are going to be up there defending that pike. But right now, I'm really not worried about it. In fact, I'm pretty content to just hold as few troops as possible around it. I'm going to back these guys up to defend that position. Oh, look at that. We got some units that are falling back over here. That's what I was hoping for. I'm hoping there just aren't any other ones around. Let's see where he's at on numbers. He's got 50,000 men now, so he did get some reinforcements. I think both armies are largely at their max now. Might be a few more coming. He's shifting up that way. Alright, I'm going to send these guys to go grab these supplies and just run them straight to my line. Ooh. There's a lot more in there than I anticipated. Alright, run the supplies back. Now you guys come over this way. Schweitzer's gonna have some trouble, I think. Alright, I'm moving this line forward so I can help protect my cavalry. He's gonna get the supplies back. No, 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 no. Shaw, run, go, get over there. Protect those supplies before he gets to them. Man, this is going to be super close. No, go, go, move. There you go. Alright, they're out of there. You are not getting those back. I'm basically gonna, I think, pretty much annihilate his forces on this side, on his left. Alright, let's check on the defenses over here. Oh boy. Whoa, whoa, wait, what? No. I didn't think there was anything over there. That messed me up big time. Got all these skirmishers sitting back there. Was not expecting that. And we got some problems here too. I advanced too far out and I'm gonna get hit from behind if I don't do something about it. He's about to run some cavalry right into my infantry. Okay. Stabilized after a little scare there. Get out of there, Shaw. Get these guys back over on my side for now. Oh, he's trying to hit me over here in my center now. A little bit. This 20-pounders, John Brown's Barker's having a nice day. Getting low on ammo though. Let's get up there and resupply. I'll take my cavalry down here for now. Whoa, hey, good. Where are you going, buddy? You've already lost half your force. Alright, so I've got him by about 20, almost 24,000 men. I've lost 10,000. He's lost 17. He's actually probably lost more than that because that's not taking into consideration the units that have completely broken and left the battlefield. Alright, we'll go ahead and speed things along here for now. I'm just going to watch the mini-map and keep an eye out what's happening here. He's trying to hit me pretty hard right here. He just doesn't have the numbers. At some point, I may throw my cavalry into here, but he's still got too many men, including a couple units of mounted infantry. If I get a couple more units to break there, I'll probably send my cavalry in to finish it off. Okay. No, we still got skirmishers there. Ah, I hate those skirmishers. I probably should send my own over there, but I'm not going to deal with that right now. A lot of boys in gray falling on the slopes right here. He keeps coming up the hill and he keeps getting driven back. Still got one pretty good sized brigade sitting there. So he's kind of attacking all the way along most of my line right now. Let's slow things down just for a minute while I kind of evaluate what's happening. Is it time? Is it time? It might be time. Just send them in. A lot happening here, but nothing I can't handle. It's hitting me here, but again, we're good. And of course down here. Where are you going, Scales? Get over there and fight. Run those guys down. He's got very little left on his left side now. So almost got a 30,000 man advantage. It's closing in on 2-1. And we still have his assault on the Nashville Pike coming later. Boom, another unit completely destroyed. That one's about to be gone. Didn't take long at all there. I'm not going to worry about moving all these guys into position now, because in 20 minutes this phase of the battle's over and they're all going to get repositioned in the entrenchments around Nashville Pike for the phase of the battle that takes place in 1863, a couple days later in January. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and finish this out, and I'm going to wrap this episode up with this part right here. We'll get refit, get ready, and come back with the last part of the battle, the next day. It's not the next day, it's 2 days later. Maybe even 3 days later, I don't remember for sure, but I know it wasn't the next day. He's hitting me hard here, but too little too late, my friend. Okay. The new year finds us entrenched. So we'll get a look here. So now it's 78,000 to 36,000. I've got him by more than 2-1 on guns. I've got him by more than 2-1 on men. And now he's going to attack my entrenchments. I am going to go in and do what I can do, which at the very least is to replace my losses among my commanders. So we're going to replace this unused division commander. I don't have any money. Okay, hold on. Because all the money went to supply. So we can borrow some of that. I'm going to go in and replace him with him. Get a division commander here. Now, obviously, a major is not what we want here, but it's better than no commander at all. We'll go in and deal with that later. We'll get a lieutenant colonel there. Major will be just fine for this cavalry. In fact, I'll go ahead and put a major on that one, and then that frees up another brigadier general that I'll put right here. Okay, so good shape, ready to go, and we'll come back with the last part of the battle in the next episode. As always, if you'd hit that thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. I welcome any and all feedback you have on this battle. What did you do? What would you have done differently than I did? What did you like? What did you not like? Use the comment section below. Love to hear that stuff. And thanks for watching. We will see you again with the last part of the Battle of Stones River.